Hi everybody, Harris here with iDownload Blog. In this video, I want to talk about 15 things that you should know before buying or considering buying an iPhone 16, 16 Pro, or 16 Pro Max. Let's go ahead and get started. Starting out with number one, of course, the big feature of this new iPhone is going to be Apple Intelligence. It's not the only iPhone to have it. The iPhone 15 Pro and 15 Pro Max from last year will get this feature, but all of the new iPhone 16s will get them, from the base Pro at $799 to the Pro Max. Now, the new iPhones do have an advantage over last year's 15 Pro and 15 Pro Max with a new visual intelligence feature, which is basically a take on Google's image searching and image AI technology that allows you to snap an image of pretty much anything, and Apple will try to figure out exactly what you're looking at and give you any type of information that you can about it. So if you go up to a dog and you take a picture of that dog, Apple Intelligence will try to tell you what that dog is, and that is an exclusive feature to the 16 series phones over the 15 Pro and 15 Pro Max. Secondly, now of course they have been equalized in terms of the action button and the new camera control button. So you get all the new features, customizations, and just an extra physical button, even if it is just kind of the vibration motor with the new button. But any of the new camera features in terms of the camera control button, you can now get on the iPhone 16 as well as the 16 Pro, which is a great feature to have. The iPhone 16 has the same dimensions as the iPhone 15, which is nice. It didn't get any bigger or thicker. It's the same size device, so if you're used to the 14 or the 15, you're gonna be good to go. And it's actually 1 gram lighter, so if anything, a little bit lighter, that's nice. The 16 Pro and Pro Max, on the other hand, have gotten bigger across the board. A little bit taller, a little bit wider, the same thickness at least, but heavier. So again, we're getting heavier devices, which is unfortunate, but that does come with a slightly bigger screen as well. So that's the trade-off. Apple keeps getting bigger and bigger with their screens, and that is just a trade-off. Now, the Pro and Pro Max did get slightly smaller bezels, so you're gonna get that more immersive experience. Now, no matter which phone you get, you're going to need new cases, because from the 15 to the 16, it added the action button, but all the models also added the camera control toggle button, so you're going to need new cases no matter what. Now, if you're looking for new cases, ESR is the sponsor of this episode, and they have some of the best cases with 2 features that are stand out to me that I just love. One would be their Halo Lock MagSafe support, which if you're gonna get a new iPhone case, of course you're gonna want MagSafe. It'd be ridiculous not to get a MagSafe case. And their Halo Lock is the strongest MagSafe connector magnet on the market. Secondly, they all have the stash stand support, which is amazing. It's just a built-in kickstand on all their cases, so that no matter where you are, you have a kickstand ready for watching content, filming something, reading, anything. Now, there's 3 cases. There's the classic hybrid case, which is exactly what you'd expect. It shows off the color and design of your iPhone, and it comes in different borders and accents to complement your phone's color. This also gives you a lot of grip and comes with 11 feet of drop protection. Their Cloud Series case is amazingly smooth and soft. It's a silicone finish, which feels really good. Doesn't feel as kind of sticky as Apple's, meaning it won't stick in your pocket quite as much. It won't pick up as much lint as Apple's cases, but it's super comfortable. You can see the nice MagSafe design. Has the kickstand support. A nice bezel around the side of your phone to keep your device protected, as well as the cutout for the camera control. And this also features 11 feet of drop protection. Now, if you're really looking for protection, you can go for the Cyber Tough case. This has up to 23 feet of drop protection, and it is a 3-layer case. It's not too bulky. Obviously, it's a little bit thicker than the other ones, but it gives you nice tactile buttons, the stand, MagSafe, and just a rugged design. Now, ESR also sells a 3-pack of 9H glass screen protectors, which is a really good value to keep your screen protected from scratches and any damage. I'll leave a link to all these cases down in the description, and I'm really excited to get my iPhone 16 to go with these great cases. Now let's go into the cameras. So the iPhone 16 obviously has the 2 cameras, whereas the 16 Pro has the 3. This year, all 3 models, the 16, the Pro, and the Pro Max, have macro support, which is really nice. So you can do regular macro, you can do macro time lapses, macro slow-mo, whatever you need, you can do that now with all 3 devices, which is really fun. Now, what's different this year is that the iPhone 16 Pro now does feature the 5x optical zoom, which was reserved for the 15 Pro Max last year. So that's nice to see. But the regular iPhone 16 is still limited to a maximum of 2x optical zoom. You can zoom in more, but then you're getting into digital zoom. So there is a nice difference between the 16 and the 16 Pro, going from a max of 2x to a max of 5x in terms of optical zoom. But all three devices still have also the 0.5, the regular, and the 2x options. This year there is a new 4K 120 slow-mo feature, which I'm so happy about. I'm so glad they did this, but it's unfortunately reserved for the Pro and the Pro Max. Now, I wish Apple would add a 4K time-lapse feature because that seems like the easiest feature they could add, but they don't have that. So still 1080p for time lapses across the board. And lastly, LiDAR, if you ever use LiDAR, is reserved for the iPhone Pro and Pro Max. And this year the cameras are pretty much identical across the board, just tiny differences, and are virtually unchanged from last year's lineup as well. So nothing fancy, you're not missing out or really gaining anything in terms of the front-facing cameras, no matter which one you get. Now this year you also get pretty much the same wireless signal. So you get Wi-Fi 7 across the board, which is an upgrade for the 16 series phones, but pretty much the same 5G signal and bands. ProMotion and always on display remain a Pro feature and a Pro Max feature. So you're not getting that on the standard iPhone 16. Next, just like past models, no physical SIM trays. So you can have up to 8 eSIMs, which is pretty crazy, but it's all eSIM. So if you're still rocking a physical SIM, get ready to get rid of that because that's just the past and the future is eSIM, which is amazing for travel. Just download a SIM card and you're good to go if you're abroad. Still this year, the iPhone 16 Pro is the only one with USB-C 3.0. Just like the iPhone 15, the 16 has USB-C, but the standard model is limited to 2.0, so it doesn't have as fast of data transfer speeds as the iPhone 16 Pro. That probably won't affect most people, but if you're doing a lot of filming and data transfer with that, especially with an SSD, the speed on the 16 is going to be lacking compared to the 16 Pro and Pro Max. Next, there is better battery across the board. Everything's gotten better, which is great, especially for the iPhone 16, which hasn't seen a size increase or a thickness increase, just better battery, which is great. Next, this one's pretty obvious, but if you want fun colors, you actually have to spend less. The iPhone 16 has the fun colors. The 16 Pro has more of the, I don't know, business colors, more of the, I guess, high-end colors with the titanium build. So if you want the fun colors, you can actually save some money by doing that. And lastly, now everything across Apple's lineup is USB-C. This isn't specifically iPhone related, but now the AirPods standard and the AirPods Max, as well as now the MacBooks and all the iPads, now everything is USB-C, so you can really start to adopt everything to be USB-C. So I think that's a cool feature. All right, so that's it for this video. Let me know your thoughts on the iPhone 16, 16 Pro, 16 Pro Max. Are you going to be upgrading? I still have my iPhone 13 mini, which I am very happy with, and I love how compact it is. I don't know if I want to upgrade to the 16 Pro. The camera features look great, but I just love my mini, and it is still working just fine. So let me know what phone you're using, and if you plan on upgrading. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next episode.